Welcome to Next Gen Professional Associates, and welcome to another edition of case study. Now, like I explained in the first lecture, that case study is very easy to pass, right? But you can as well. It is possible for someone to have reference on it as well, right? So, but the question is, what are the strategies you need to use? Like what Christy posted on the platform, that you have to be smarter than your examiner, right? And that is what we're doing at Next Gen Professional Associates. Do we still have anyone on this call that does not know how to identify if, oh, this is pre-seen, or is this pre-seen 95% internal or external report? Do we have anyone who does not know how to identify if what is it called? If a pre-seen is either internal or external report? Do we have anyone? Please, if you don't know how to identify if the pre-seen is internal or external report, please indicate. Do we have anyone? Please, if you are just joining us for the first time, you can go to the YouTube channel. So, okay. Please, we're in our next class. We're in class. Please, unmute your mic. Okay. So please, if you're just joining us for the first time, please, you can go to the YouTube page. How to identify internal and external reports is actually there. Alright. So in today's class, we'll be looking at how to schedule and answer plans for your pre-seen and also for the unseen. The question now is, okay, okay. That's fine. So you can watch the videos. The video is on the YouTube. Just check. It's there. May 2025. How to identify internal and external reports is on the YouTube page. Please, you can immediately after this class you can watch that. Right. So, okay, thank you. So, how to schedule and answer plans for pre-seen and unseen. The question now is, what is this answer plans? These answer plans will help you just like a guide that will show you what you need to do in exam. That you don't need to be kind of confused. So once you have an answer plan, you'll be able to write a good report, right? Even in a real life situation, when you have a plan, oh, the organization say you have to carry out an internal audit report or this and that. Okay, what are the things? Is part of your plans, right? When you are writing a report, you write a report based on that plans that you have, right? So in today's class, we'll see how we can schedule and answer plans is just like a guide that will guide you on how to write reports for the if yes, how to what how to write reports. Now let's start from there. Answer plans. So plans. Now let's use we can use any of these diets, right? We can use any of these diets for the answer plans, right? So we'll start with pre-seen. Don't forget that I said answer plans is just like a guide. And these answer plans, you will actually write it at the back of your answer booklet. At the back, then when you are done with the plans, you do what? You cross it twice. So you know that, oh, after A is B. After B, oh, this is, you need to do cover page first. Oh, after cover page, executive summary. Oh, after the executive summary, you need to do the introduction, which is the body. Then after that, what did you need to do again? And that is answer plans for you. It makes your work easy, right? Now, let's quickly check one of these past questions, right? Although, let's quickly check one of these past questions so that we can draft an answer plans for one of them. Which one of these? This is techno. Okay, this is techno. Okay. Now, please confirm if you can see my screen. Okay, let me reshare my screen. Stop. Can share the entire screen. Okay. Please confirm if you can see my screen. Which one are we doing first? Okay, we have November 2024. I have November 2023. Right. This May 2024. Okay, let's check May 2024. We want to do what? We want to draft an answer plan, please. Now, one of the things that make students to have reference in case study is what? Lack of plans. If you have a plans that, oh, this is what you need to do after this, you plan it before you go to the examination, or before you say you want to write case study. You do what? You plan. You have a plans that this is what you need to do. And that is what we are given as next gen professional associates. Right? Don't forget that 34 out of 44 passed last diet. How did we do it? It's plans. We have a plans. This is what you need to follow. Class, once you follow it, if you tell you that, okay, this is what you need to do, please just follow it like that. It is what it is. Right? That is why answer plans is very important. Right? So now let's quickly look at these diets. Um, okay, May 2024, right? May 2024, we can see the assessments. Then let's check May 2024. May 2024 case study. What do we want to do, class? We want to schedule an answer plans, right? We want to do an answer plans for pre-scene as well as on-scene. What is answer plans? Answer plans is just like a guide that will guide you on how to write, how to maximize your time, right? As well as how to write a good report. That is answer plans, right? Now, the first thing you need to do is that let's quickly read these parts. Okay, May 2024, case study Spicy Confectionaries Limited. There is a list of exhibits. You can see the list of exhibits. Spicy Confectionaries Limited, History Business, Exhibit 3, as well as what? Exhibit 4. Right? Now, about you, John Adishola, if you don't know how to determine internal and external reports, please pay attention to these parts. About you, John Adishola, and your employer, Osayemi Adelowo, right, and co. You are John Adishola, writing the professional level of ICANN examination. You are employed as a trainee in the firm of Osayemi and Co. You can see that you are employed as a what? As a trainee, right? You are reporting to who? Julius Idemode, partner in charge of hospitality group within the what? Within the firm. Is that not so? Partner in charge of what? Hospitality within the what? Within the firm. Which means that when you are done with the report, you take it to Julius for review. Now, your responsibility include preparing detailed financial analysis and reports on the performance of the firm hospitality clients. Class, clients. So that means that this particular report is like, because this is present, that they will give you before 2 weeks to exam. So this is like 78 to 95% an external report, because you have been employed by Osayemi and Co, right? And you are report Osayemi and Co is a chartered accountant firm. A chartered accountant firm, we have a client. Of course, you don't expect your boss to do all this financial analysis. You don't expect your boss to do that. You have to take the responsibility, then you draft it and what? Give to your boss. That is why I say prepare detailed financial analysis and reports on the performance of the firm's hospitality clients. Next one is what? Analyzing your client's financial statement. This should show you that this is an external report. Analyzing your client financial statement to identify areas of weakness and preferring likely solutions to correct anomalies. All right. Now, another one is assessing operationals, right? Assessing operational and strategic business proposal, which means that you have to assess the business proposal of that your clients. Then you look at the impact, business and financial risks. Now, another thing is assessing the client. This is another indication that this is an external report. Assessing the client financial and business forecast. Of course, you want to do a proposal. Probably they want to do an expansion because we've not read the question. Of course, you have to do a forecast. Then you make a judgment based on some assumptions. Then you recommend. Advising your client. This is another indication that this is an external report. This because this is present is an indication that it is at least 95% external. But when you see your unseen, the first exhibit, like I explained in the previous lecture, the first exhibit, you will see your requirements. Then you read carefully, right? Draft report for your boss based on the operational and strategic business analysis you have carried out, right? You have carried out, right? This responsibility demands that you keep yourself abreast for development in the accounting and taxation space and the hospitality industry, both nationally and internationally, to be able to carry out the above tasks effectively. Class, ICANN is now following UK standard of case study. Now, I will give a practical illustration here. One of my clients in UK, right? So there is one assignment. They have to do analysis of 20 stocks, right, in the London Stock Exchange. Right, it's a portfolio, and when you look at the requirements, the requirement is in line with what I can set as based on the last diet question, because requirement one have I1 and I2, right? Now, please pay attention, right? In our previous lecture, I've equally explained that case study there are two requirements. You see that number one requirement is financial analysis or trend analysis. Now, that financial analysis or trend analysis, we can have Roma figure 1, Roma figure 2, Roma figure 3. Then the next one is your business proposal. And I've mentioned in the previous class that business proposal means that, oh, you want to embark on a project, which one of these projects is viable, analyze the risk, like that. We'll get there, right? So now we want to schedule our answer plans. Now, the first thing is your cover page. Cover page, first impression matters what? A lot. If a cover page that's supposed to be an internal, then you use an external cover page. That is the beginning of what? The opposite, right? That is why some students don't pay attention to the cover page. They think, oh, you already told them that, oh, this is a cover page. You just go design your cover page like letterhead. We'll get there though. There's a lot of things that play out last diet, but we'll get to cover page as well. So the first thing is cover page. Don't forget, this is your answer plans. You don't, this is your answer plans. Is out of your reports. What you need to do is that you take it to the last page of your answer booklet, right? Then, after your cover page, what do you have? You have executive summary. Summary. No, this executive summary, right? This executive summary, it is usually 2 pages. Class. Okay, I need to confirm something. Please, are we still together? I need to confirm. Are we still
Yeah.
together, class? Hello? Hello?
We can.
Okay, okay. Are we still together? Someone said she can't join. Why?
We can hear you, sir.
Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And someone said she can't join from the group chat. What happened?
I have joined.
Okay, okay, okay. So what happened? Another person just said she can't join again. Coming? Okay. She should check her network. Okay. Now, I hope you are following, right? Case study is very simple. See, just understand what you need to do, right? Don't forget that in the previous lecture, I said I don't write reports. I don't, we will do, I will not go and generate one report somewhere and tell you that this is my report. I don't do that. We will generate that report in that class, that study class, and send across. And that is what we did last diet. We were able to record 34, even more than that. Right. So please, anything we tell you, I tell you that this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to know. Just take it like that. It is what it is. Right. Now, after the executive summary is usually 2 pages. Right? Two words, 2 pages. Now, after this executive summary, you can have your introduction 1.0. You have introduction, right? Now, this will be your what? Into what? Introduction, right? This introduction, is the introduction of your body of the report, right? Introduction. We will get there as well. This is just like a plan. Now, class, after this introduction, right? After this introduction is what? Is 2.0, right? After the introduction is what? Is 2 point what? Is 2.0. Now, what is this 2.0? Is financial performance. Class, what is financial performance? Is the ratio requirement 1. Don't forget, I said case study is 2 requirements, but 1 requirement 1 may have Roman figure 1, Roman figure 2, Roman figure 3. Is that not so? Then your requirement 2 will be what? Business proposal, forecast. But you don't need to do the business proposal just like the way you calculate proposal in SFM, right? So this financial performance is like ratio analysis, is inclusive of ratio as well as trend, right? Now, after this introduction, let's quickly go back to that pre-scene. Let's go back to the pre-scene. Now, the first responsibility, class, the first responsibility says that preparing detailed financial analysis and report on the performance of the firm's hospitality. That is your requirement 1. Financial performance, financial analysis. That is why I said it is what? 2.0. Don't forget that this your financial performance, this financial analysis will include ratio analysis, trend analysis as well. So when I say it is performance or financial performance, you should know that, oh, this financial performance means that, oh, financial analysis include ratio and trend. That is financial performance. Now, we've not read the, what is it called? The unseen to see what we have under the financial analysis. You know, when you are doing a financial analysis, you need to consider some ratios, right? So since this is this is what is it called? This is pre-seen. We don't know what is what we see in unseen for the financial analysis, which is ratio. So we will just put financial performance. Then we can now assume some ratios. We can just assume some ratio, and that is what we did last diet. You will look at when you read the pre-scene, you will now as well as the what, the financials. Then you can say, oh, let's calculate. You know, under the financial analysis, which is ratio, we have different type of ratio. In my previous lecture, I said, please go and master your ratio. To calculate ratio is not enough, right? Is not enough. Learn how to do the analysis, of which we will do that in our classes, right? Now, this is financial what? Performance, right? So now, let's quickly go back again. Analyzing your client's financial statements to identify areas of weakness and preferring what? Likely solution to correct anomalies. So you are analyzing the financial statements, right? That is the financial performance. Class, are we still together? I need to confirm that. Are we still together?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Okay. Now, I just want you to, Chimobi, wait, I'm coming, please. Now, I'm trying to bring out an answer plan from the present, right? And I said that this financial analysis is like your financial performance. And this financial analysis include ratio as well as what? Trend, right? Include ratio and what? And trend, right? Now, we move to the next one. It says you should analyze the statement of financial statements. Of course, this is present. We don't know the ratio that they may likely, the ratio that will come out, right? We don't know. But our previous knowledge of ratio, there is what? Profitability ratio, liquidity ratio, right? Investment ratio, right? We have the level of gearing as well, right? Now, right? Now, having identified all those things, the next thing is that, under this financial performance, that is when you now put your ratio. For instance, you read the unseen, then I say, oh, check exhibit 1 for the ratio, for the financial analysis. For the what? For the financial analysis. You can now check, oh, what are the ratios there? Class. What are the what? What are the ratios? We've not even, this is just the percent, right? So with that, we can decide that, oh, for our answer plans for this percent, we may say, oh, let's calculate the profitability ratio, right? So we can have 2.1, right? 2.11 to be profitability. We are assuming, right? Because this is what? Percent. Now, the next ratio, profitability ratio, right? Under the financial performance is financial analysis class. Now, within the percent, we have that we're told that the responsibility is to do what? Financial analysis. That is your financial performance. And since this is percent, we don't know the ratio, right? That they will ask. Then we now say, oh, this is what we need to do. Let's calculate profitability ratio. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, because I be say calculate profitability ratio, then you go and calculate all the ratio under profitability, right? If the examiner does not specify that, oh, under profitability ratio, you do return on capital employed or profit margin, just pick two ratio from profitability ratio, and you do what? You move ahead. If the examiner did not do what? Um, specify the ratio. I'm not telling you that don't go and use all the ratio under profitability because you are enjoying the analysis. Just pick, it's too important. Return on equity or net profit margin, you move on. Now, another ratio. Now, since we are doing a financial performance or financial analysis, is what? Liquidity ratio. Class, after liquidity ratio, which ratio do we have again? Class, after liquidity ratio,
Investment ratio.
before investment ratio, what do we have again?
Activity ratio.
You say? No. Under liquidity,
Activity
what do we
ratio.
have under liquidity?
Activity ratio.
Under liquidity ratio, that is where we have, under liquidity ratio, that is when we have the current ratio, acidity test ratio. Is that not so? That is under liquidity class. Oh, interesting.
Yes, sir.
After profitability ratio, there is liquidity ratio. After liquidity ratio, what do we have again?
Maybe
Gearing
investment.
ratio.
Okay, gearing. Oh, gearing ratio, right?
We have any per share.
Ah,
Any
wait. I'm coming. That's a minute. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to set up my gadgets, but shit. Okay. What should we do? Okay. After gearing ratio, which ratio do we have?
Investment ratio.
Okay. Investment ratio, right? So, okay. We are just assuming this, right? Because we've not read the what? The unseen, right? But most time, investment ratio will not come. Most time, right? Most times, investment ratio will not do what? Will not come. Most times. Okay. So what are we doing now is for us to do what? Answer plans, right? For pre-sale, because this is what you will be given. Then you need to do an answer plans for you to know that, oh, this is what you need to do first. After this is what you need to do, right? Now, if this is well established, when you are doing your analysis, you identify the areas of weakness and that will get there, right? This is just what? This is just an answer what? Plan. Now, the next one is assessing operational and strategic business proposal to see how each. Now, before now, class, this part is your requirement one. Your financial performance, don't forget. Okay, let me add trend. Let me add trend because you may need to trend some important costs or revenue for you to buttress your points. Class, you may need to do what? Trend some important what? Costs as well as what? Revenue. We will get there, right? This is your answer plans for what? For your pre-sale, right? Now, after this, the next thing is you have 3.0, right? Now, this 3.0 is ethical issues and reservations. Now, what is ethical issues, class? What the company is actually what the company is actually doing that is against the law, right? That is against that is against the company law, right? It is ethical. That is ethical issues. You see that, okay? Not even the company itself, but generally that will affect the users of financial statements. I will give an instance. A limited liability company that 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 publish its financial statements to the general public without notes to the account. Without notes to the account. What does that mean? It means that how did the users of financial statements, how did the users of financial statements we understand that financial statement? It is ethical. Definitely the company is trying to hide something, right? So when you see, we will still get there. There are ethical issues. I will give a practical illustration again. The presentation of financial statements. If you see a company financial, this company now, we've not even read through the percent. We are just like picking the requirements. We want to do our answer plans based on the responsibility for pre-seen. We will still do for unseen. Then you now see the difference, right? See, class, it is important. Christy mentioned, right, in the platform that one of our partners, she said, you need to be very smarter than your examiner, which means that when you don't have a plan, you may not get it right. That is why you need to have an answer plans, right? Now, in this case, we can have ethical. We will still get there. Ethical issues and reservation. I will explain something here again, class. If a listed company fails to display the shares of their shareholders or the directors, there is a problem. It is an ethical issue because if I want to invest in this company, I need to know the names of the shareholders. It is part of, I am an investment analyst. It is part of what we look at it. Oh, who are the shareholders? Who are the majority shareholders? Then you are not displaying it. So what is it? There is something there. That is an ethical issue. It will affect the decision of the words of the users or of the users of financial statements. You are misleading the public, right? I'm trying to plug my gadget. I don't know if this class will continue. Interesting. Shit. What should I do? Okay, please, a minute, please. Okay, Chimobi, you can ask your question. Ask. Chimobi. Hello? Please, can you hear me?
Yes,
Please
sir.
confirm me. Yeah, I think I have. Oh God, God, what should I do? Okay. Okay. What next? So I will still explain this part again. So after the ethical issue, you need to have a conclusion, right? Conclusion, right? Yes. Alpha, this solar don't offer. I beg, come help me check and even the class. Yes, I know on the pop. Abeg, you come help me check now, abeg. I even the class. Okay. So, my sincere apologies for that. I don't know what happened to my gadgets. So it's supposed to actually charge my system, but I don't know what is happening right now. This is my system is actually 15%. Oh, shit, shit. What should we do? Okay, let me hear from you, please. Do you based on what I've explained so far, do you have question for me, please? Do you have question? Oh, good.
Yes, I have one question.
Okay, please go ahead.
Please, you said something about the company not publishing their notes to the financial statements or something like that. Is that
Yeah,
information going to be given to us in the unseen?
thank you. Now, that is why what we did last diet, I told the student that, see, there is no note to the account in the person. I told them that, oh, use it as ethical issue. Now, oh, but when you see your unseen and there is note to the account, remove it from ethical issue because there is note to the account. Because note to the account is part of the component of a financial statement. If there is no note to the account, how will I understand the financial statement? That is the question. So if you are not putting it, it means that you don't want the users to understand it, right? Do you understand, Yawana?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, we are good now. Okay. So, um, so any other question? So we have here conclusion and recommendation. Don't forget that all this part is just for requirement one, financial analysis, conclusion and recommendation, right? Conclusion, what are you concluding? Problems, findings. Some will use conclusion, some you will use what? Findings. So which means that if you use, okay, I will get to executive summary though. We'll get to executive summary. Okay, so this is your conclusion. Conclusion on what? Conclusion on the ratio you calculated. Findings. That is the findings. Conclusion means findings. Because they say you should identify areas of weaknesses. Findings, problems, right? Then, recommendations, solution to the problem. This is your requirement one. Class, you do your cover page. Executive summary will get there. It's just 2 pages. For those who will still continue with us, we'll get there. It's 2 pages. Introduction, how to write introduction, we will get there. Financial performance, you will not just start ratio. You need to introduce the ratio. We will get there. Ethical issues and reservations, conclusions and recommendations. Right? Conclusions and what? Recommendation. Class, I beg you in the name of God, if you provide 5 conclusions, class, provide 5 recommendations. if you provide two conclusions, class provide two recommendations. This is your requirement one. You do your cover page, executive summary, do your introduction, then the financial analysis, which is financial performance, the ratio, trend, check for the ethical issues. Of course, on the presim, we will know that. Conclusions and recommendations. Okay. Asan, right?
Yes,
Asan.
sir.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm with
my
you.
question, my question is, the answer plan you are giving, I heard you said is for pre-scene. Are we going to have two answer plan, the one for pre-scene and the one for on-scene?
That is a very good question. Now, why I'm providing answer plans for the presim is for that plan to guide you on the report writing. So when you see your on-scene, you will still do an answer plan. Definitely the answer plan for the on-scene will be different because you already see the requirements. Under the financial performance, you already know that they will give you ratios under the financial performance or financial analysis. It is no longer what? Assumption. So the answer plans you provide for the precinct is just like a guide for you that this is how you need to do things. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you good now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oyediran, please go ahead and ask your questions.
All right. Good evening, sir. Hello.
I'm with you.
All right. My question is, when it comes to conclusion and recommendation, right? I heard you saying something like, if you have two conclusions, you have two recommendations. If you have five, you have five recommendations. Understand? So, then my concern is, how many recommendations are we? Sorry, how many conclusions do we supposed to have? Because to my idea
There's
about
there's no it's based on what you wrote, right? You can decide to merge. You can decide to there's no that professionally you may decide to write four conclusion, four recommendations, right?
okay, okay, but at least what's the least? Okay, what can give us the maximum mark? Because the basic concern is getting the mark for that particular thing.
Okay. Don't worry. I'll tell
So,
you later. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
alright.
See you.